to the crime, know the time. Regular dismissal, Sean Polo.
Caution me. Caution.
Empty the chip black in a stomach when I tryna pull up. Pencil full up with Moloch, pack with neatly in a hammock. Have a wheel up from the mother, proclaim by the donut. Regular dismissal, Sean Polo. Furnace on up the place, me feel a miss. And land me live no in a space. Record me said killing videos. Certified J to the crime, no the time when I start, so me chill anywhere.
Who should be the partner in crime alongside Ethan Pinnock for the Jamaica men's national team? Join Premier 7 right now for the big chat. Every day is a chance to get better. Do you believe in this quote? For sure, it speaks directly to the Jamaica men's national team, directly relating to the performances that we have been seeing over time. And of course, we want to see the national team book a spot in the 2026 World Cup. Welcome back on board, everyone. I am your host, Ryan Nelson. Of course, I know that it has been a while since I have not been here, but because of the importance of the Jamaica men's national team, and for you, the fans, to hear what is taking place, I have to be on board. Of course, I hope all is well. If not, I am hoping then that this video can be an upliftment for you. Today's topic is all about the partner in crime alongside Ethan Pinnock, as we should understand that the Jamaica men's national team is not at its best, and we want for the team to be performing up to expectation before the nit and the gritty stage. All right, so of course, people, if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Of course, as you can see above, I have 1,679 subscribers. I need for you to help me to reach to at least 1,700 subscribers before the end of the year. So the topic is directly speaking to Ethan Pinnock's partner in crime. Should it be King or Lowe for Jamaica? Well, this could be a no-brainer for some persons, whilst others would like to hear what is there to be said. I mean, even though some things may be no-brainers, it deserves for other persons to hear what is taking place, whereas they can even share their own part by way of opinion or by way of facts. And of course, on Premier 7, this is a platform for which persons can talk, share their opinion, and then you know the response will be up to par. I'm going to have a little bit of discussion surrounding the Jamaica men's national team centre back. Of course, I'm going to do a small assessment on Ethan Pinnock, and then I will pick my preferred centre back alongside Ethan Pinnock. Now, Jamaica is the team that is not performing up to par as our expectations would have been. And we heard about the struggles that the overseas based players have been encountering playing on different surfaces representing the national team. Is it a case of which they're finding excuses? Well, I would not say that. But we have players who stand out regardless of the surfaces, and I have to say Ethan Pinnock is that man. The thing is, the Jamaica men's national team, Reggae Boys, of course, has been performing better in some areas, and that is the back line. Whereas we're seeing that if we're going to concede goals, it may not be more than 2. Yes, we can reflect on the United States game, but that is not something that we see happens on a regular occasion. The backline, inclusive of the keeper, they do their best. And if we should compare them to the midfield and the front line, then they will be the leaders of the different position that has been contributing better to the Jamaica national team. The thing is now, we have an issue surrounding who is to be paired Because sometimes we have to do experiments when our best players are injured. But is it that our best players are injured who plays in the back line? I am not certain about that. We have Ethan Pinnock, who, if he's injured, it is not on a regular occasion, but I'm speaking about the availability. We have more so Ethan Pinnock, we have Damian Lowe, we have Deshaun Bernard, Latibodia can even play at centre back, and we have Richard King. Those five names mentioned are key names for the national program, and the Reggae Boys needs for a partner in crime alongside Ethan Pinnock. We need to discover which two centre backs should start. All right. So the thing is, Jamaica isn't a team that is known for dominating teams like outside of the Caribbean. And it's time for us to rough up some teams, tough up some teams. I'm just trying to pick what Tuffy Anderson would say and utilize it in my talk right here. And it is factual. Jamaica is known for being a nation of players who are strong, let's say fast, but I think whereas our intellect is we need to improve. And of course, it is on the coach as well, and of course, the players to, let's say, for the coach, decide on an effective system that can be used for helping the team to perform better. And when that is being done, then it is for the players to deliver and perform. All right, so let's talk about Ethan Pinnock, but with a small assessment. A lot of persons would say if our captain is not Andre Blake, then Ethan Pinnock is the best man for the job. Do you believe in that? I think he could be a leader because this is a person that you can look on the pitch and say is performing game in, game out. Also, you can say that even if he has a bad game, it is not that often. And these are the persons always in the media. If he is, it depends on the reason. And maybe the reason is when you're watching him playing the game. Ethan Pinnock presence in the backline, it comes with experience. It comes with something that Jamaica has been missing from a long time. And when you have players like him in the national team, it seems as if he's irreplaceable. And we don't want to be relying only on Ethan Pinnock, but the thing is, he sets a standard for the national team for other players to follow. And we want for somebody else to, let's say, take up the mantle when he's gone or to play alongside him and improve the national team when the time is right. And the time is now before any competition kicks off next year. And we have to have our players in good shape, in good form, and of course, knowing who is going to play alongside who and knowing the system that they're going to be a part of. So, I just want to share something here about Ethan Pinnock because it has not been his best form so far for Brentford, but he's a key player for the team regardless. So, for Ethan Pinnock here, just to point out something about him by way of FBRF report, I have to say that he has been compared to well known players who play in a defensive position, who are players who used to are still players in the Premier League. We have Dan Burns, we have Dawson, we have Mina, Nathan Collins, Branthwaite. So these names are common names who play in different leagues or let's say the Premier League as Ethan Pinnock. And Pinnock, as a defender, is a person who has the capabilities of scoring goals. We see that on several occasions. And it is known that defenders don't score much, but Pinnock is one of those defenders. If given the chance from a set piece, he will score. You can see here that his touches is important, 85 percentiles. His interception needs to be worked on better, but his clearance and his block and his aerial duels one is very much outstanding. You see how he performs on the pitch, those speak for itself. His aerial duels is good in terms of winning, clearing the ball is good, blocking the ball is decent as well. And we are noticing here that he has some issues surrounding, let's say, passing attempts, passing completion, progressive carrier assist. So in that case, now, when you see such, then you can say no that Ethan Pinnock needs a partner in crime who will complement him. And this is where we're going to talk about now the importance of who should play alongside Ethan Pinnock? Should it be King or should it be Damian Lowe? Richard King, age 23, of course, he has won a few cups. He has won the Jamaican Championship 2 times and Caribbean Cup. Very important player. This guy in the Premier League so far, 8 appearances. You're seeing that based on his starting, 73% in the starting 11, 73% in terms of minutes. So he can cover more than 60 minutes for the national team. Of course, he has received a few yellow cards, but the thing is, he can play as right-sided centre back and also at left-sided centre back. But for the Caribbean Cup, this is where he was very much outstanding. 8 games, 100% starting 11, 100% minutes covers. This is something that you have to look at to believe and to say that this guy is playing alongside different persons in different environments from different clubs. Not to say only from Jamaica he plays well. He plays well even outside of his country. And of course, it must be applauded that this guy has been one of Jamaica's best youngsters, if not Jamaica's best defender right now, playing in the Premier League. And yes, Cavalier is at fifth in the Jamaica Premier League. However, their goal difference is at 11, and they have lost only 1 game. They drew 4 games, and they have won 6 games. So it would not be a defensive error if you should look on the statistics right here. But the backline has been performing well, and with Richard King being the man at the back, as the main man at the back for Cavalier in a defensive shape, he is the man that is helping them to remain strong. But credit also to the players who are representing Cavaliers, of course. So we spoke about Richard King based on his accomplishments, and let's talk about Damian Lowe. This guy has been performing for Jamaica for a very long time now, age 31. He also plays in different competition, let's say the MLS and so forth, and now he's playing in Saudi Arabia, right? For him, it is surprising though that Damian Lowe has not won anything significant in his career, for which I think it is somewhat of a shocker, right? I think he would have won something by now, seeing how long he has been playing the game. But nothing has been reflected here that Damian Lowe has ever won anything in his career. But does that say he's a bad player? Not necessarily. So for his team in the Saudi Arabia Pro League, 5 appearances, 1 assist, 1 yellow card, and a second yellow. But his game time is not that much. 38% in the starting 11, 38% in terms of minutes, and of course for participation 6%. It shows here that Damian Lowe, if we should compare both players, he has not been playing much game. And if we should then choose who should be more preferred, it will be Richard King. The team that he plays for in Saudi Arabia, Al Akudad, is currently 14th in the league. And it's a very competitive league, but he's not playing much and the team is not performing well. Do we need to say then that it's time for us to park him or to give him a spot on the bench? Yes, I think so then, because we're seeing now that based on current time, Richard King is more outstanding than Damian Lowe. His passes are better, his concentration is better, his discipline is better, and remember the weaknesses of a Ethan Pinnock. He's good in terms of aerial duels, he's good in terms of clearance, he's good in terms of ball possession, but he needs somebody beside him who will pass the ball better, who will do this, who will do that. And I think the better complement would be alongside a Richard King. Richard King needs the experience of a top player to play beside him, to learn better, to grow. He's already a decent player. Damian has received a lot of opportunities. He played well here, played bad there, but I think for consistency, he's lacking in that case. I would not say to get rid of a Damian Lowe because we would need him in some games, but I think it would be best to develop Richard King into that person who will play as a main starting centre back alongside a Ethan Pinnock, and then you could have a Damian Lowe as the third option or fourth option. So, people, what is your thoughts though surrounding the topic covered? Ethan Pinnock's partner in crime, should it be King or Lowe for Jamaica? I have said it should be Richard King based on various reasons. So, people, it is for you now to have your say as to who you think is best. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You reply, I will reply as well. And of course, help Premier 7 to grow. As I've said before, I want to reach at least 1,700 subscribers before the year is closed off. So, people, take care. Goodbye until we meet again.